To coffee or not to coffee? That is the question. In the wealth building community, there are basically two schools of thought. One says, stop buying $8 coffees, that's why you're broke. The other says, relax, $8 a day is not what's keeping you poor. I actually agree with both of those statements. Buying coffee every day probably isn't what's keeping you poor, but the mindset that it represents might be. If you live in increments of a few dollars here and a few dollars there, rather than focusing on the future that you're trying to build, that could be a problem. And it's not just coffee. Maybe it's buying takeout every night or regularly going out for drinks, or essentially just living at the mercy of your impulses. These purchases aren't inherently bad, and it's actually a really good thing to be enjoying your present moment, but just make sure that it's not at the expense of future you. So while coffee isn't keeping you poor, your mindset might be.